Welcome back everybody to the channel. I'm here with my mother and we're here at Cindy's house where she used to be. She's unfortunately, like you know, probably not with us anymore. So we're probably gonna cry in this video, but please excuse us.
No, we're
and
not. I won't cry, then you won't get sad.
Yeah.
We try.
Yeah.
We already have puffy and red eyes, so excuse for that.
Yeah. Last 2 years, probably since she went blind, she went through a lot with a lot of different heart failure actually since the beginning, and then also a lot of other sicknesses which you will probably know better the terms.
When she got blind 2 years ago, automatically she moved less. I think that contributed to unfitness, and then she had a bit of arthritis. It wasn't that bad. We could control that with supplements and medications. Some of it we had to stop. It would give her constipation. So it was through the 2 years a lot of trial and experiments to see what will work for Cindy. She's not a dog, so animal medication wasn't always good for her. Human medication, I think she's how many percent human, like 94 whatever, so she tend to need more human medication. But big thing was heart and lung failure that came slowly but surely, progressed more. Started in the beginning of the year with a heart pill that caused high potassium, which could eventually give her a heart attack. It's not good. High potassium and high electrolytes is not good for her body. If it was too low, she would get spasms, but this was more towards the end. We changed the heart medication, that went much better. But because the heart was pumping slow, it caused fluid. You would have noticed that in the last video she was very bloated, she was big. And you could see it in her puffy eyes also. And then we had to bring down the water with the diureticums, but we couldn't bring it too low. If she didn't get enough fluid, then it would be hard on the kidney. So it was a fine balance. It was not easy to manage that. Yeah, it was just a struggle sometimes, and then other times she would be fine. So it just depends. It's like an old person. It's just old age causing a different problems. Then she would get, of some medication, she would be constipated. I think you've seen that a lot.
All the farts and that stuff. I'm gonna miss waking up to farts and during the night. It was like my daily alarm. When I hear the farts, I know Cindy's awake.
Yeah.
And it's time for me to be awake. Yeah, like I said to many people, we know it could be any day, and doesn't matter when that would have been. You could never prepare yourself for something like that. She actually had 3 serious attacks, which was
what was pulmonary edema attack actually.
Yeah, so she couldn't breathe actually, and that's all because of heart failure. So she had an attack about 4 weeks ago.
No, I think less.
Yeah, 3 weeks, and then 2 weeks after she got another one. And then we thought maybe it's just a thing that comes every now and then, she got another attack 4 days after the vet came out the second time again. So that's when we saw nothing is getting better. She was actually sitting here walking around, and then we could see she couldn't breathe. During the last serious attack, we saw she was feeling very uncomfortable. She was starting to walk around, but we thought it's the constipation that's causing it.
Pain, yeah. I didn't realize.
And yeah, and then all of a sudden we heard that she make this anxious sound, which just becomes more and more.
Almost a scream.
It's like a scream almost. So it's an anxious scream. She couldn't breathe anymore, and she was sitting actually just here, and then we ran out, we gave her the injections.
The vet helped us a lot because Ruben, you made a video and she said immediately that's pulmonary edema, which means she can't breathe. She told us what to do. The diureticums, the Lasix injection, there was a cortisone injection, and then Natasha brought oxygen, which we kept here.
And yeah, then basically we put on oxygen for Cindy, but
in the beginning it helped fairly quick. And then later on it was longer, and the last attack of Sunday it just didn't, it was a long time before she settled down. So every time Natasha came out, thank you so much for that, Natasha.
And yeah, the last time we could just see it's not gonna get better.
Yeah, we had to make a decision then. The bad thing was We knew we had to do something. I always hope that Cindy's heart is not good. She might just die in her sleep. And that would be the easy way. It would be painless. She was actually pretty much painless in between these attacks. She was happy picking up the animals. She was eating well. Still happy, talking, walking around. She was fine. But the attacks just made us realize we cannot let her suffer like that. So Sunday we decided that.
But I think she wouldn't have made it that day because even the oxygen, it was on for probably 40 minutes.
And high
And
level.
you could see she's still not breathing comfortably. She's struggling very much. And then we had to probably make the hardest decision ever, which is not always ideal. But it's a decision out of love which we had to take. They called the vet and she had to come out, and we were basically sitting here holding Cindy's hand and just had some quality time.
And we said our goodbyes, each one of us. The animals came, the meerkats were lying next to her. But by the time the vet came, she was calm. It was okay. But we knew it's just a matter of time. I wanted to go peacefully and not smothering. I mean, you're dying because you don't get oxygen. That's just a terrible death.
But the last thing we gave actually a piece of chocolate because
She liked that.
yeah, we asked, do you want happy, and she still
Yeah.
could respond to that. We gave her one piece, but the second or the third piece she didn't want to eat. So then it's if she don't want to eat, then it's the last. Because she would have eaten until the day she died, and that's what she did. She loved food so much, never sharing food, like we all know. And yeah, then she actually peacefully went. It was quite quickly. We were holding her hands. Yeah, it was very, very hard. It's probably one of the biggest pains I ever felt in my life. But yeah, I think our memories will always be with us.
For me, the next morning was so bad. Because you're in this routine for the last 2 years where you just get up in the morning and say, hello, Cindy. And then, and especially Ruben, he opened his door and Cindy was there on a mattress in a tent.
It was the first thing I always see when I came out of my room. And it just feels so empty, the house and the farm. So it's definitely something we have to get used to. Seeing an empty bed, seeing a box here. But yeah, it's gonna take a time. I don't know if it's gonna get better, but we're gonna get more used to it. Probably with time it's gonna be better.
She's cremated now.
Yeah,
when she was feeling better on Sunday, we made a fingerprint.
And we thinking of making little bracelets for whoever of you would like to keep something of Cindy with you for life. You actually have a bracelet, not on today,
I don't have it on now,
but we're gonna have a fingerprint on it, and yeah.
And I think maybe, I don't know if people would like to have a calendar, not a yearly calendar, but a birthday calendar. That will last for a long, long time. Maybe of Cindy's best photos. Maybe we can do that. Yeah, our memories will be always there, and that's what I'm so grateful for the film teams that came and they made documentaries about Cindy. The social media team Ruben have that made a lot of videos. It's all the memories, and we still have quite some footage that we will share with you.
Yeah, there's still a lot that's not published yet, or we plan to still publish. So there's still a few YouTubes that will come out after this about where Cindy will be involved and be the main character like always, and a lot of Facebook, Instagram, all that videos. Yeah, we just want to say thanks to all of you that really love Cindy so much. I think she brought so much joy and light in people's life. I actually received so many messages of people saying,
make me sad.
Yeah, that's because there was this one message of a lady that suffered from severe anxiety, and Cindy was the one that really kept her going, and that's one of many messages like that. And I think she touched so many hearts across the world. We could have never imagined she would become so well known, and I think she really leaves a big void in many people's lives.
But it's also because of you that she's known and she could bring love to people. And Ruben was always ready with his camera. I'm not so good with that, so I missed nice opportunities. But he did a lot of work. He made sure that if Cindy fought, he's close.
Yeah, we always tried to bring the real raw moments of Cindy, who she was with the world.
Funny, the laugh.
And I think that's what really touched people's hearts. It's they could relate with her, especially old people, sometimes with some health issues themselves. Yeah, and like everybody knew, she's old. She was 31 years old, and all of us knew it could be very soon. But one thing I want to continue, how to continue Cindy's legacy is with the foundation we have. I want to build like a Cindy sanctuary or school or something that Cindy's memories can live on, and legacy in that way. So we're still in a process to see what we can do, but we'll talk about that another time. But I really want to do something which somebody actually told me we should put up a statue in Windhoek of Cindy, and as a example of how human and animals can live amongst each other,
Especially baboons.
because they are seen as pests in Namibia. So yeah, we want to do stuff in a bigger picture where Cindy will be remembered in that way as well. Her memories will forever live with us anyway. It flashes, actually just before she went, it flashed in front of me so many stuff, like how we grew up with Cindy, the pictures where she was a baby in the bath, and how we bathed, and she was always so grumpy and didn't want to share food, and if you touch a meerkat or warthog, she would be aggressive. Oh no.
She was a feisty spirit.
Yeah,
She was a strong girl. She
but,
had her own will, and she was naughty. I remember the naughty times as well. But I think the last 2 years we've grown so close because she stayed in the house. She was here constantly, 24/7. Sydney was around.
yeah, no, no, we'll definitely miss Cindy a lot, and yeah, we're planning on making a little, what do you call it,
I don't know, just a grave.
a grave there at the back where she used to stay, just outside there, where we will put her ashes and a nice little site where we can visit her often, when we miss her a lot, we can just sit there. But yeah, we just once again want to say thank you for you all that really loved her so much, and that you always supported her and us, and throughout the difficult times as well. For us, it's a very sad beginning to 2026, but I think we got so many messages of support, and it's really helping us, and we just want to say thank you for that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And this is one thing which actually stood out a bit, that somebody told me, it's grief is the price you pay for love, and that's actually what I realized.
Life ends, all life ends.
It's a circle of life, and I usually use that song "Circle of Life" of Lion King, and it just made me realize that we're all gonna die one day. It could be any day, so really love the people and spend time with them if you can. If it's your parents, your children, somebody sick in the hospital, I think it's really important to use every single minute you can to spend with them, because you never know when it's the last, and it could soon all be just a memory.
Yeah, because this happened quickly. We never thought it would be. I thought, yeah, okay, we can keep her pain away, but the shortness of breath, we cannot do anything about that. If the lungs don't breathe, if your lungs are full of fluid and the heart cannot pump it, nothing will help.
But yeah, there's actually nothing that could have been done anymore. It's just old age. So it makes me happy to know that Cindy is in a better place probably now. We're gonna miss her a lot, But hopefully, I really wish we can see her one day again, maybe in heaven.
Yeah, we will.
Cindy was naughty at times, so we don't know if she will go to heaven,
is in
but
heaven.
no, she will be there. We'll meet her
If she
there.
pulled your hair, it's because of a reason.
It's my fault, not her fault, never her fault. So yeah, we're still gonna continue to love all the other animals we have, like Zoe, Hansi's walking here, Minky, and all the warthogs. So we're still gonna continue making videos for you guys. And yeah, we still are surrounded with a lot of love, like Zoe and all the other animals. So we're still here, and Cindy's legacy will always continue. And even though she's not with us anymore physically, she's with us in spirit, I believe. Thank you all for watching, always for supporting, loving Cindy so much. And yeah, we'll always cherish Cindy. Oh, my English is getting finished now.
It's finished.
The data is empty.
The tears are hopefully finished too.
Yeah, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. And any last words from you?
Yeah, I know. We are glad if Cindy meant something for you. That was the whole idea, that because we got so much positive feedback, every now and then somebody would say something negative, but that was not a lot. And
Harder.
we know that people enjoyed watching Cindy, and that means a lot for us that we could continue sharing her with you. And that was a privilege for us as well.
All right, thank you guys. This is the end of this video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and have a great 2026.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Happy New Year.